What's up, YouTube? I'm here to review an album from a band that I absolutely adore, that I think is a very criminally underrated band. They came from the early 90s, the grunge scene, and if you can hear that, then you obviously know who I'm talking about. That band is Alice in Chains, and the album that I'm reviewing is their breakthrough album, one of the best albums of the 1990s in my opinion, that being Dirt. This was Alice in Chains' breakthrough album. This got them into the mainstream really because of the whole grunge thing with Nirvana and, you know, Alice in Chains and Stone Temple Pilots and Soundgarden and everybody like that, Pearl Jam and all them. But yeah, this was one of the biggest selling albums of the 90s, and I think this album is just absolutely amazing, and this is, in my opinion, the best Alice in Chains album. I think most people are in that same sentiment, but this album is nearly perfect. I mean, there's not really anything I have negative to say about it that much, so this album is that good. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the track listing. This was released in 1992. This is their second studio album, their sophomore album after Facelift, their first one. I'll go ahead and get right into the songs. The first song on the album is Them Bones. I think this is absolutely an awesome, kick-ass song. I love the tempo. It's just a great opener. The lyrics, I mean, the guitar solo is really good by Jerry Cantrell. This album, or this song, is awesome. One of the best on the album, no doubt about it, and one of their best songs, most known songs of all time. Second song on the album is Damn That River. This is another just awesome song, upbeat, not upbeat, but up-tempo, kind of faster-paced, hard-rocking song by Alice in Chains. This is an awesome song again. One of the best on the album, definitely. I mean, I don't know which I like better, it or Them Bones. They're both so good. But yeah, great song. Third song is Rain When I Die. This is an epic song. It really is. The first side of this album is I'd give it a 10 out of 10. It's that good. Rain When I Die is so awesome. Pretty underrated song. I mean, they've played it a lot at concerts and stuff, but it is an underrated song. I never hear it on the radio. It's such a good song, and it's definitely a highlight on this album. Fourth song is Down in a Hole. This is one of their most known songs, and this song is just absolutely beautiful, beautifully gorgeous song. It's obviously a dark song by the lyrics and the subject matter in the song, but it's just so good, and it's pretty much gorgeously frightening if you think about it, because the lyrics are so, like, it's such a personal song, but it is so amazing. One of the best songs on the album without a question. One of their best songs of all time. The fifth song on the album is Sick Man. This is a pretty depressing song, really. I mean, a lot of the songs on this album are kind of on the more depressing side, but this song is pretty intense as well. It's not one of my favorites on the album, but it's certainly not a bad song. It's not for side one. It's definitely is the odd song out, really, but it's a pretty good song. And then the last song on side one is Rooster, and this is probably the best Alice in Chains song of all time. I mean, it is just absolutely, like, amazing. This song, if you haven't heard this song, I don't know how you haven't, but this is definitely one of, in my opinion, the greatest songs ever written, and people don't give this song and Alice in Chains, the band themselves, enough credit. So yeah, Rooster is just amazing. I mean, it's breathtaking at times. Side B kicks off with Junkhead, and this is a very underrated song. Love it. It's very Black Sabbath-esque as far as the riff goes. This song is just straight about drugs. So, I mean, that's, subject matter is pretty straightforward, but the song is kick-ass. I love it. Second song on side B is Dirt, the title track. This is another really good song. Very dark lyrics, very dark song, but it's really good. Great song. Then the next song is Godsmack. This is probably my least favorite on the album. Hate to Feel and Godsmack are the next two songs, and they're just, I don't really care for them too much. I pretty much just skip them. So yeah, I'll just knock out those two in one little segment here. But yeah, Godsmack, Hate to Feel, not real big fans of them. And then the next song is Angry Chair. This is one that they play quite a bit, one of their more known songs. It's a really good song, really heavy riff. It's really catchy too. Great song. And then the last song on the album is probably either their second or third biggest hit, probably, that being Wood. Just an awesome song, great way to end an album, and it's definitely Wood, Man in the Box, and Rooster are probably the three most known songs. It's awesome, I love it. It's one of the top songs on the album, one of the best songs they've ever released for sure. So this album is nearly flawless. There's only 2 tracks that I really don't care for. But other than that, this album is really, really awesome. And if I was to rate it, I'd probably give it about a 9.5 out of 10, something like that. Because if those 2 songs were better that I said that I didn't really like, Godsmack, Hate to Feel, and Sick Man's alright. But if it wasn't for those, then this album would be 10 out of 10. But it is just a great album, criminally underrated band and album. So if you haven't heard this album, and if you don't know Alice in Chains, then I suggest you should get into them, because I love them and I think they're great, and one of the most underrated bands of all time. So yeah, there's my review of Alice in Chains' breakthrough album, Dirt. I'd say definitely their best album, one of the best albums of the 1990s. So thank y'all for watching, and more videos will come in the future.